Welcome back to Cards and Comics. Today I'm going to open another box of 1990s baseball product. Another wax box from the 90s, right? This is my journey of documenting the 90s. Again, the goal is to open every product from the 90s with some caveats, right? And this is a good example of some of those caveats, right? This is a minor league product. This is SP Top Products from 1999. And I've already made some checklists of the 90s. And I've taken a few products out. I've taken some minor league products out. Because, to me, they're out of scope. I'm looking at opening the 90s baseball products that have the players I want to collect, which is like Griffey and Thomas and Jeter. Major league products, not minor league products. So why am I opening this product? It's a minor league set. Well, for two big reasons. One is there's autographs of Ken Griffey Jr. in this product. There's autographs of Michael Jordan. They're extremely hard to get. There's something that you're probably not going to hit. In fact, the retrospectives autograph of Michael Jordan Griffey, there's only 10 copies in existence. I've never even seen one. So, is it a huge long shot? Yes, it is. Is it something that's going to be fun? Maybe. There's going to be 3 autographs in this product of players who didn't make the Hall of Fame. Yeah, probably. Is there only one player in the whole set that's probably a Hall of Famer? Yeah. There's Roy Halladay, J.D. Drew, Lance Berkman. I think Holladay's the only really guy that's going to be a Hall of Famer, that whole set. So it's definitely one of those products that, has a big chase element to it. However, it is a very nice looking product. It's SP. It's in that time period when SP was pretty much one of the best looking products that Upper Deck made. It's got Chirography autos, which is some of the best autograph sets ever made. So for that reason, I'm going to open it. But in general, I'm not going to open up a lot of just the 90s, like the America's Best or Best products. I'm just not going to do it. It's just not something I'm interested in opening. But like the Skybox products, the Sports Illustrated, which are mostly like veteran stuff, I will open that if I can find boxes of it. So here we go. SP Top Prospects. Again, you get about 3 autos a box. You get, I think, 1 or 2 retrospectives, which are Griffey and Jordan. So those would be cool. If I pull one of those, it'd be cool to pull one each, a Jordan or a Griffey. And get those graded or something. And we'll see. I mean, it's a pretty cool product. Now, I love the 98 set. In fact, I actually almost put together the entire autograph set from 98. I actually, as a kid, pulled 2 Travis Lee autos from the 98 product, which at the time were probably some of my best pulls I ever had. So here's the base cards. Here's Rick Ankiel right on top. This would have been a cool product hit back in the day. I just had more Ankiel. He was so hot back in this time period. Ryan Anderson. Now there are parallels. They call the presidential parallels. They're like numbered to 10 or something ridiculous. So again, there's Carlos Lee, good player. So again, Jason LaRue, a lot of good players. It's just, unfortunately, 98, just a lot of the players didn't make the Hall of Fame. That's not uncommon to have that happen. And here is Top Prospect Checklist. It's again Russell Branyan, who again made the majors. Pretty good player, but not a Hall of Famer. And unfortunately, back in this time period, unless the player's a Hall of Famer or named Griffey or Jeter or Jordan, the cards just aren't really worth that much. So yeah, because you don't have anybody else to fall on, like you don't have Cal Ripken, you don't have any of the other good players to kind of cushion the blow if you don't get any of the pulls. Really, just a few in this product. But again, there's definitely some Hail Mary hits in this product. The whole Jordan auto that could be in this thing is just insane. So there you go. I mean, it's kind of fun, and it is again a nice looking product. I think that 98 set for SP Prospect, the SP Prospect 98 set, to me, it's one of my favorite designs of all the 90s. Is that set? It just looks really cool, and I can't wait to open that product on the channel because I think that'll be a huge nostalgia for me. Is that product there? Because again, I opened a ton of it as a kid, and I really loved that set. In fact, when I went through my old cards from my parents who sent them back up here to New York a couple years ago, I had a full 98 SP Prospect base set in a binder because I love that set so much. Back when you would do binders, you'd put all your cards in binders. Okay, well, I think our first hit's coming up. I think a chirography hit. And again, Griffey's got 2 autos in this product. He's got a non-numbered, let's say, chirography, along with the retrospective Ryan Miner auto. So I remember Miner was a kind of a hot guy for a minute or two. Matt Miller. Here's Drew Henson again. That's a cool card. Again, Drew Henson was both a football and a baseball, star. I went to Michigan, I believe. So let's see who we got. First auto is Dermal Brown. Dermal Brown. I think he made. I think he made the majors. He is not obviously a huge hit. Now, nice damage on the back of that card. Oh man, and this box was a little bit of a beat condition, I would say. So, not the greatest condition box when I got it in. And that happens, a lot of these '90s products. When I buy these products, a lot of times I buy them on eBay or from local card shows and dealers. What you find is that you can tell right away by the condition of the box, just what like some of these boxes have been going. I call it traveling the world at card show to card show, where you've got dealers just kind of packing these boxes around, and if you buy one, they're really dinged up because they just get thrown around. So there's that, Alex Gonzalez. So there's that, you can also tell, like how dusty, if they're in a warehouse, for example, they're dusty and, kind of like they're just not in a condition, like if they're like in someone's attic, they've been there for like 10, 15 years, 20 years. They're just not in a shape that, normally when you can just tell like how they've been stored. And then you get something that comes from like a David Adams or something that where it's in a nice, probably a nice condition warehouse where there's not, just dust and, dirt accumulating everywhere. And the cards, were in a, let's say climate control, because a lot of times you can also tell by how sticky the cards are. They were in climate control, the condition of the wrap, sometimes the wrap itself will be in just terrible condition. It'll be kind of like, yellowed or brittle coming off. So you can tell a lot about how, and that's going to tell you kind of how the card's going to look on the inside. That is one of the things I always kind of tell people is like that first pack or just taking off that wrap, you're sitting there going like, yeah, this is going to be a good experience or a terrible experience. And the worst experience I had was probably that 98 Metal Universe box because, of how much I wanted that product or that box to be good, how much I paid for it, and, just how terrible the base cards were. Basically, nothing was salvageable in that whole box except for the inserts. So it was definitely a tough one to go through. But, I did get the Jim Edmonds PMG. I got to go back and find it. I've got it in one of these boxes of the hits. A lot of times I just take all the hits and put them in a box. And so I got a PMG Jim Edmonds just floating around somewhere that I got to figure out where to put him. Because I think now with everything, the price of everything, that's probably a card that people may want. Putting the sets together, so it's not a $15 card anymore or $30 card when I thought I pulled it. All right, so here is Top Prospect, Great Futures, Brett Butler. So that's an insert, I believe. Yep. So Great Futures. So it's second insert we've got. So 1 auto, and again, we should get at least 3 autos in this product. We'll see if we get it. Ben Davis, who was, again, big-time prospect. Chris Benson for the Pirates, better known for his wife, who posed, I think, in Playboy. So, I mean, he had 1 or 2 good years. He ended up being a good relief pitcher for a few years. Now, Vernon Wells was definitely really good for a long time. So I think Vernon Wells had a great career for sure. Ruben Mateo, again, another great futures, number 20. It's cool to see the Tulsa Drillers. I grew up in Oklahoma, and they were the minor league team I was close to, so saw a lot of Tulsa Driller games with my parents, and saw a lot of great players at the Drillers. I mean, Ivan Rodriguez, Juan Gonzalez, Ruben Sierra. So that was a lot of fun. Even there's a Holiday. So there we go. That's the first Holiday card. So it was very cool when you would go to the games when they would bring in, before the season starts, they'd always have a game between the Drillers and the big league team, or they would do it sometime, during an off season, or they would do it around the time period where there was an off day or something for the Rangers. They'd come down and do this kind of benefit game against, there's JD Drew, against the minor league team, and it was always a big deal for me to go watch them play, and see all the big league guys, and they would sign autographs. So it was a lot of fun. All right, so here is the retrospective. There we go. That is the Michael Jordan. That is one of the cards we're chasing. Condition wise, it's got something there. I'm not sure what that is. And a little something on that corner. I know it's hard to see. There you see. That's in the light. Not. There we go. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the last card in the pack. But that's what we're looking for. I mean, it's off center. Got a ding corner. And a little spider crawling on me down here in the basement. So, I mean, there it is. That's what they look like. Not the greatest photo of him. I mean, I prefer him with a hat on. But there you go. Michael Jordan. Now, again, this is a card that would have been autographed if you were to pull one. So that would have been cool if that would have been autographed. Obviously, they're incredibly rare. So, if one sold, I haven't personally seen it. I'm sure I could go and try to find a record of it. But I have not seen photos of it, and haven't gone through all the Heritage and all the auction house records. But with only 10 of them in existence, it's something that you're not going to see very often. Lance Berkman. So we've hit some of the good players. Again, these cards aren't worth a ton. It's just regular cards. Again, very shiny, very foily. I like the 98 set because it had etched foil, and kind of pinstriping. It just looked really cool. Just something I really thought looked different at the time, because it just looked really premium. That's why even as a kid I put a full set together. So it's kind of fun to see some of these players, because this is kind of the best of the minor league players. So a lot of these guys did make the majors, like Matt Clement. He was a big league pitcher. So a high percentage of these guys made the major leagues. They just weren't, Hall of Fame players. Another great futures, Ed Yarnell, and I don't remember him doing much in the major leagues. But there you go. Yeah, it's. I remember going to the Drillers. We would go 2 or 3 times a year, and that was a lot of fun. And one of my favorite memories as a kid was, going to the minor league games, because, they did a lot to, even back then, to try to make it really fun experience. There's another Lance Berkman. And again, these aren't big cards. There's nothing in here worth tons of money. I think the Griffey and the Jordan retros, if they graded PSA 10, would be worth some money, because they're pretty condition sensitive, as you can see. Coming out of that pack. And again, you may only get one of those retros in a box, so it's not like you're getting 5 or 6 of them in a box. So hopefully I get 2. I think it's 1 in 13. There's 24 packs in a box, so you may just get 1. Now the one thing I have noticed is theory we should get 1 autograph in every 8 packs. It's a Gabe Kapler, who's now a manager. So, we still got 2 autographs theoretically to pull. So, I wish they wouldn't put all the hits on the back. Honestly, that really hurts the condition of the product, of those cards. Chad Hutchinson, who, again, made the show. Eric Chavez, who was very good for a few years. And again, some of these guys, I think it's very interesting this time period. Honestly, this is definitely the time period where, steroids had just kind of been talked about. And I honestly think that this generation of players was kind of like they came up where steroids were commonly used. I'm going to auto this back, guys. Commonly used up until a certain point, and then all of a sudden these guys couldn't use that anymore, and I think it did derail, like Lance Berkman. Some of these guys, it probably derailed their careers, because the next generation that came up either knew how to cheat better, or they knew how to use other substances to do the same thing, to recover and to get back on track faster, so that they didn't get injured as much. But you can see in the home run numbers, just after that whole period, things went down. But I think this generation of player kind of got in the middle, and it probably affected their careers more than the generation before. All right, here we go, guys. Ramon Hernandez, Huntsville Stars. So I'm pretty sure he was up for quite a while. So I don't think he was. I think he was a catcher, right? So again, nothing huge yet. So we're hoping to hit, the Griffey chirography. That would be amazing. We shall see. Obviously, Lance Berkman, would be, just a good player to hit, but yeah, nothing big there. And again, there's one parallel. I believe it's silver, so it's pretty easy to see if you get one. It's got the presidents, and it's numbered really low. It says it right across the top there. Again, Lance Berkman, great futures. So down the last couple packs. So I know this is a little bit of a, not as fun because there's not as many good players. There's something that says King Griffey Jr. on the back. So this will be kind of fun. So maybe it's a retrospective, maybe it's a chirography auto, maybe it's a retrospective auto. Chances are it's a retrospective, just not the auto. But hey, we can all dream, guys. We've got something Griffey related coming up. So is it going to be a massive, huge, cool hit? Is it going to be a retrospective worth $5? He's probably in poor condition. I don't know, but it'll be fun to find out, because this is what these boxes are. Fun to find out. There's Gabe Kapler, and here we go, guys. Here we go. It is a retrospective, non-autographed Griffey that's in much better condition, and it looks like that's just part of the set there, so that's not a condition issue. Much better condition, a little off center than the Michael Jordan. You see King Griffey Jr. right there, retrospective number 4. Really cool. I like that. So I don't have that card, so that goes right in the old Griffey pile. And, got a Jordan, got a Griffey. So I got one of each. So that's really what I wanted. So in reality, based on the odds, I mean, that's, getting one Griffey, one Jordan. was cool for me. That's probably the best outcome, like on a realistic scale that you can hope for, right? Another Eric Chavez. Get, one Griffey, one Jordan. Take the W and go home. There is a checklist. Berkman. There's a Ricky Williams. I didn't know he was in the set. That's kind of cool. I did not know that he was in the set. I should have looked at the checklist a little bit more. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Yep. There we go. Ricky Williams is in the set, though. That's kind of cool. I wish they had an auto. That would have been cool. That would have been something to find and, at least have. All right. So we should hit one more auto. And again, the auto checklist is not great. Joe Mays, hey, he played quite a while in the show. All right, John Powers, Chad Hermanson, great futures. Not a great future for the Pirates. Unfortunately, he never panned out. He was one of just a big string of Pirate prospects that just really did nothing. Like, did nothing is like an understatement for some of these guys. I mean, you had Jose Guillen, who was supposed to be amazing. And had some pretty good, a few good years. But again, nothing like he was supposed to. Another Joe Mays. Nothing like he was supposed to. So, again, that's just, unfortunately, that's what happened. The Pirates had these guys not pan out. A lot of Gabe Kapler. 2 packs. Last auto. All right, here it is, guys. Last auto. Oh, man. Let's hit someone good. Well, for this product, good, right? It was cool. We hit, we were able to see both the retrospective Jordans and Griffeys. So that part was cool. You get what you get, guys. Again, when we do these products, you can't really, get too upset. No, another Ricky Williams is pretty cool. And the auto is Francisco Cordero. He was pretty good. Honestly, he was pretty good for a while, too, I believe. The guy I was thinking about, the relief pitcher, I believe. There you go. So, again, not, Hall of Fame guys, but, Francisco Cordero. And you could imagine back in 99, none of these guys was, done playing yet. I'm sure these guys were bringing some good money. And I'd like to go back to an old Beckett just to see what some of these cards are worth back in 99 and 2000 before they all kind of individually busted out or, kind of just faded. That would be kind of fun. But there it is. This is everyone we got. It's kind of cool. Again, got the autos here. So we'll go through just kind of the hits. Sterl Brown, auto. Cordero, auto. Ricky Williams, it's just kind of cool. He's in the set. Another Ricky Williams. There is a retrospective Griffey. I think the nicest card I pulled, maybe. Maybe we can say the Jordan. The Jordan's got some condition issues. Ramon Hernandez auto. Berkman. There's the Jordan. There you go. Halliday and Great Futures. Again, nobody great there. That is it, guys. That is my one box of 99 SP top prospects. The good thing about this product is this. It's very cheap. You can get this for $50 a box. Obviously, you're going to pull best, these 2 retrospective cards and not get your money back. But you have that one lottery shot at an autograph of Jordan or Griffey. So to me, it was fun to open and document this product. And I think it's, for $50, it's fun. It's a lottery ticket. And if you hit something cool, it's kind of one of those stories that you can tell your kids, it's like hitting a scratch off. So, but there it is, guys. 99 top prospect baseball from Upper Deck. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time in Cards and Comics. Bye.